Another good day. Good morning. Well, I haven't said much this morning because I think a picture tells 1,000 words. It is glorious again. A little bit of cloud. I think the sun will break through. Feels a bit warmer. So we've got full fuel tanks. So we can do what we want, really. I generally use about half of a tank, which is around 6-7 litres. So again, it's fairly early. It's about 6:45 now. I've been doing a bit of faffing around, but we're going to go out. I think there's a point where I'd like to try casting a few lures just to see if there's any bass around. Then we'll get back out a bit onto the reefs, and then we'll play it by ear. See how it works out after that. It's mirror calm. Those mullet are still jumping around in the harbour, cruising under the boats. A couple of days ago, when I came in because the weather was bad, I'd got some white bread, so I kind of mashed it all up and made this like ground bait and soaked it in water. And I dumped some of that handful every now and again underneath my boat, and I was watching the mullet just cruise straight through it. They weren't interested at all. They were not on the feed. I think if we can get them on the feed, I've got a little float rod with me, all set up, little coarse fishing waggler float and everything. It might be able to take them on a bread flake, but they were not interested in the bread feed. So I really don't think they'd have bothered with a flake. Right, well, next time you see me be out there. Catch you in a bit. So I'm back on a nice little mark. It's just at the mouth of the River Percule. I fished here last year and caught some mackerel and bass. So the wind, when it does pick up, will come from behind me and make this quite hard to fish. So I'm taking the opportunity now, first thing, and it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So you never know, we might pick up something, who knows. It's an absolutely beautiful day to be out, gorgeous. If every day was like this all day, you wouldn't appreciate it. So I've got the Savage Gear line through on. That's a lure that I was quite successful with last year, so I've got a bit of faith in it. They're blinking expensive, those things. So I've got a fish on. Let's turn you around, have a look at it. Not sure what it is. Oh, I think so. Let's get the net out. Well, would you look at that? Little schoolie bass. Perfect, absolutely perfect. He put his spines up and he got me. So if there's any blood around, it's mine, not his. What a little beauty. Let's see him go back. Just jumped out of my hand. He's keen to get back. Well, that was great to get the bass. The first bass of the adventure. Just shows what you can do when you can actually get to the marks. What I've been using is this just little Savage Gear line through. I did want to have some single hooks on it, but the ones I bought were monstrous size. So that's it, when you buy them online, you can't see them. I got the wrong size, I think. So I'm going to fish on, see if we can get some more. Be great if I could get another couple or two. I'm going to work my way around the point here. I think where there's one, there's more and all that. I've seen some sand eel in the water as well, and that's a good sign. I remember seeing that last year when I was catching. But I was also getting hit by mackerel at the same time, and that would be cracking too. Never say no to a mackerel. So I think I'm going to motor around the corner. I've had that one bass and I'm really chuffed with that, really chuffed with it. Size doesn't matter, you know. It's brilliant, really, really impressed. I like the little bass. Because the conditions are great, I think I've probably spent a bit longer here than maybe I should have done. It was just on the off chance as I was coming past, to be honest, and I've been here nearly an hour. So I'm going to go around the corner. It's been said that there are some larger fish outside of the headland there, and if one's taken in here today, if they're feeding, maybe they're going to be out there too. So wind this last one in. I think you're just about to get into the sun again. Yeah, I think you're in the sun. So I'm just having breakfast here en route. My wife's made me a really nice filter coffee, very nice Cornish coffee, special. And I got a sandwich, breakfast sandwich. So we've moved a little bit further around the corner. As you'll see, the lighthouse is here. It's a bit of a constant battle with the camera to keep you out of the sunlight, the direct sunlight. But hopefully we've got the sun's up there at the minute. Not complaining about the sun. Just want to make sure it's not in the camera's eyes, your eyes. I've generally motored straight past here to go further up the coast. But I just thought I'd stop and give it a go as we're passing. Right, flexibility is the name of the game. We've moved. I've come out to a wreck and it's called the SS Jersey Queen. At least I think that's what I'm on. I think that's what I'm on. I'm in 58 meters of water. I'm about 2.7 miles off the lighthouse, and because the weather conditions are what they are, I decided that that was safe for this boat. You don't often get conditions like this, and it isn't forecast to blow up anytime soon. Initially it was going to be lunchtime when the wind picked up, but if it did turn nasty, the 20 horsepower can get us up to about 18 knots if we have to make a run for it, but I don't think we will. I'm looking on Navionics and I can actually see a lump underneath us, but it looks like a single pot. I'd see no other pots, and I think footballs in a net bag is probably not a commercial pot, but it's more or less on the wreck, I think. I've seen a few things on the sounder, so I've just sent some lures down and I'm just bouncing around on the bottom and working my way back up, see if we can find anything. What a glorious day. What a fantastic day. I don't think you ever deserve anything, but you know, I've had nearly a week and a half of wind blowing and putting things out. So I'm really chuffed with this today. I did have another go for the bass just off the lighthouse there. And I would have stayed. I would have stayed doing that. I could have happily fished for bass all day. But I saw these conditions and I thought, nah, I need to get onto a wreck, go and have a look and see what there is on a wreck. I put a 6-ounce lead on. That's why the rod's bending. I thought it might need that to get down quick. Still took a while to get down to 60 metres.
Cornwall 50, good morning, channel 0, stand by.
Need to turn the radio down, otherwise you'll be hearing everyone chattering. So part of just hanging about here is checking out the drift and things, seeing how we're working. We're more or less sat straight on top of the wreck, I think. Let's go back down. I keep seeing something on the sounder at around about 20. Yes, I think we've got a fish on. Either that or I'm stuck in the wreck. Oh no. I thought we got a fish and we're stuck in the wreck. What are you gonna do about that? We can move the boat a bit that way. Oh, something's pulling. We've got a fish on. I think I've got him out the wreck. I was just about to move the boat. Honestly, it was solid. I thought I'd got a fish and then it just locked up. I wonder what it is. Still on top of the wreck according to Navionics. Still feel some head shaking going on. This is a lovely old rod, this. It's an Akuma. I think I've said before it's supposed to be a 2.4 metre, but it's a little bit shorter because I broke the top off it. But I still like it. I think we might have a nice pollock. We do. We have a superb pollock. This is Phil's PB Pollock. Get you turned around, you need to see this. That's a PB. I think that is one of my best, that is my best pollock. I'm going to measure it. That's 48 centimetres of lovely pollock. The size for pollock is 30, and at 48, I think there's sufficient meat on that. He's coming back for tea. Yeah, I think the pollock must have dived into the wreck or something and then moved back out again, because it just locked up. I couldn't do anything, and then I suddenly realised there's still something on there. So that's perfect, absolutely perfect. What a day, what a day. Bass and a big pollock. Yes. Being an angler, I want more and I want a bigger one. I can see that we are still on the wreck. Just keep watching that. I'm pretty sure that there's some mackerel or something around it, about 15 metres, so might be worth just winding straight up through that and then going back on the wreck. Yeah, I think there's a shoal of mackerel here. Oh yes, you need to see the bend in this rod. I think we're also into a shoal of mackerel. At least I think that's what it was. Oh, it's crazy. It's another pollock. Fantastic. So the second pollock is about 42 centimetres, so this one can go back. I caught that mid-water. That's very interesting. Let's see if we can catch this one going back. Oop. Put my foot in a bucket then. Not 100% sure. Somebody will have to help me with that one. It's got that little black bit on its tail. Not sure about that one. Don't know what that was. Can you put it in the comments? What was that then? I think that was a much better fish. I can't decide if it's still on. It was a much better fish. I think just stopping to turn the camera on, I've lost it. I've had a few bites, I've had a few knocks. I'm going to have to Google what that last fish was. We can have a proper look at it, because unfortunately the decompression got it on the way up. But it was good to see the other pollock go back. You don't want to be greedy and take too much, but yeah, that's 48 is good. 48 centimetres, a good size fish. There'll be a decent meal on that, a couple of good fillets. I shall be able to dispel Mrs. Other Angle of her theory that the fishmongers is a far better bet than me catching fish. Ha ha, not today. I caught a pollock. A little bit off the wreck here. I think we need to move. So I just had a quick Google, and the fish is a pouting. This is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. After the weather we've had, this is just, and this wasn't even forecast. Well, it was forecast to be less wind. It was going to be 6 miles an hour, maybe blowing to 10. But this is calm, beautiful, absolutely fantastic. The boat might have just turned into the sun, but I think this might be another little pouting, so I'm going to bring it up nice and slow. It didn't do a big head dive like the pollock had done. Come up nice and slow and see if this one will go back. So pouting, another species on the list for the adventure. So we've added 2 today, bass and a pouting. I'll edit out the long wind. Indeed, yeah, got the tiniest of little poutings. I hope this goes back. Yes, it's gone back, perfect. We're going to head back that way. It's good to see them go back. It's, you know, if they don't feel too heavy, I'm just going to bring them up slowly so that they can go back. Because I think that indicates, if it's just a light bite, it indicates it's probably going to be the pouting, not the bigger pollock. I just want you to hear how quiet it is out here. Fantastic. So we're back onto the fish. It keeps taking a dive, so I think this one's going to be another pollock. Okay, try and come up slow, so if it's not a good size, it can go back. Just going to have to wind a bit quicker because that pot's approaching. Could do without getting tangled in that. We were just drifting back onto that pot marker and we've lost it. What a shame. Hey ho, we're just getting too close to the pot there. It's easy to get a line around your propeller and get yourself into a right mess. We've got a bit of drift as well. Okay, so let's get back there. The wreck is more or less underneath us. Let's just unhook a few things here and untangle things. Could be the new name for the channel. Another Tangle UK. What's going on here? That's better, that's better. Okay, so it's not another Tangle UK, I've just undone it. So, unfortunately, you missed one of the best bits of action because the batteries in that camera died. I've tried to take a bit of film on the other camera as it was coming in, but it probably isn't very good. But what we've actually got is my PB Pollock. It's not just a matter of holding that close. He's a big one. It's about 56, 58 centimetre. Beautiful fish, absolutely stormer. So that one is the PB of the trip. Nice fish, very, very nice fish. I'm sorry I killed the first one now, because this one's bigger and better. But we'll see if it goes back anyway. So let's see, is he going to go back? Yes, he is. Oh, yes. I'm really pleased we got that to go back. Because I've already got one fish. And that's all we need. A couple of fillets off that for tea. Let's go try get some more. Heavens, that's about the third battery I put in this camera today. I don't know what's the matter with it. Good bend in the rod. I would say that the sign of a successful session is how much coffee you've got left in your flask at the end of the day. I've barely had time to get any coffee at all. I'm certainly not complaining. What a stonker of a pollock. That's a PB pollock. I've never caught one that big before. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm so pleased with that. And what's more is that it went back, and that's perfect. Because the poor old pollock have been suffering a bit. It would certainly have been huge fillets if I'd taken that one. So I'm glad I got the slightly smaller one and taken that one. Oh my. I'm grinning from ear to ear. There was a comment from Steve, Sparta Fishing, to say, good on you, the fish are getting bigger as the adventure's gone on, and that's the way it's to be. And yeah, it is good. It is good. It's disappointing to get your personal best on the first day and then the rest of it was you couldn't catch another fish or something. It's brilliant. It's just been getting better. It really has. It's just been getting better and better and better. Oh, yes. People are going to go off me chirruping about how good this is. I'm really sorry if you sat at home in the rain. I've been there all winter. Okay, we're off the wreck. So we're going to go back over that way. So I just got lucky there. As I was winding in, the weight must have been in around 20 meters, right mid-water anyway, and it suddenly just stopped. So I pulled and pulled, nothing doing. I put a couple of turns of the braid on the old rowlock here, and then I motored the boat forwards, and it pulled tight, and then all of a sudden it gave, and the bottom hook had bent. So I don't know if he's got a line from that underneath here, but certainly we snagged that. Be very lucky. I've got the weight back and all the feathers on the trace. So right, let's go and find the wreck, which is which way? That way. Navionics says it's over there. There it is. So I'm now further out, about a mile further out. I've moved on to a wreck called the Spittle. Thanks very much, Tim, for putting me onto this. I've just used the multiplier this time because we're fishing in over 64 meters. I've just had a drop, and I actually thought I was stuck in a wreck because we got something on. So let's see. Tim said there was some really, really nice whiting, good size, you know, good eating size. So check these out. So rather nice whiting, and this one's 37 centimeters. We'll have another couple of drops, but I don't want to be fetching too many up. So I'm going to take a couple of those because we'll gut them and freeze them. It's not, you know, I've no need to catch too many. So I've just had the call to say that the pasties are ready. So I'm just winding this one in. I think I've got a couple more. Once got these, I'm on my way home. Oh, back in St. Maur's. I'll work it out on the Navionics and let my wife know exactly how long I'm going to be. So 2 drops. So far I've had 3 fish, and this is the second drop. Just checking, see what we've got. 64 meters. Quite a long wind up, isn't it? These whiting will be the 9th species on the boat. What an adventure. Yay! I just got the one. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the girls now have caught some fish. I'm going to head back in, have my pasty, and then work out what I'm doing this afternoon. What a fantastic morning, brilliant. That's been a really great morning so far. We've got about 18 knots on at the minute. So part 2 of the video. Wasn't that fantastic? Getting out on the wreck there, the spittle. 2 drops, got 4 really nice whiting. I've not seen whiting that size before. They're about 37, 38 centimetre, really nice fish. So that's what we've got there. Now, I've had my pasty. Dee's been aboard, and she has been the closest thing we've had this holiday to a dogfish. Oh, don't she look sweet? Bless her. Dee and my wife have now gone on. They're going to have a look at some gardens and do some more walking this afternoon. So I've come out to the Thornback mark, the one that I've been trying to get on several times this holiday. The wind and tide has just been against me. Hiya, mate! Somebody's shouting, all right, Phil. Not sure who the guys are giving us a big wave. They know me, but I don't know them. But it's really nice to see them. Great, they're viewers. So what we're trying to do here is to get these thornbacks. I have caught them here before. A little bit of movement on that. Absolutely amazing if we get something. So yesterday I got a couple of mackerel, and it's those mackerel that I'm actually using today. So we've got fresh mackerel, boat hunting just a little bit there. Hopefully that anchor's holding. The watercolour is very, very clear, it should be nice. The tide's still going out. The wind is coming in a northerly direction, so that's pushing me out as well. So I've got wind and tide together, but it's not too bad at the moment. I've cast, and where I am at the minute is sort of like about 8 meters, and then it starts to drop off. So the channel's here. So you can see the red buoy over there and the green one behind me. That's the deep channel. So you're going to get about 25-30 meters there on average. So where I've cast is sort of just over the edge of it. So I'm probably in about 10 meters, 15 meters, something like that. I've got a round lead on, so I'm hoping that it will just sort of roll down the gully into the channel, and that's where I'm hoping to find thornbacks. I haven't got the microphone on because that's being charged. It's been on all morning, and I should have charged it whilst I was having lunch, but you know, pasties take priority, don't they? I'm really stoked that people shout, all right Phil, as they're going past. It's great, isn't it? The wind does keep picking up. I don't know if you can hear it now, but the wind's picking up. I'll get the other microphones on in a bit when the receiver's charged up again. You get 8 hours use out of them, and I turned it on at just after 6:30 this morning, and it's about 2 o'clock now. So come on, you thornback, you've got to put a showing in this holiday. Come on, come on. When I met Tim out in the middle of nowhere there, out at the wreck, he said that as he was coming out of Falmouth this morning, he was laughing because he'd seen a seal munching on a thornback, and he thought, that's what Phil's trying to catch. The seal can get him, why can't he? I didn't quite say that, but he did see a seal eating a thornback. So I just thought I'd make things more interesting and send the drone up. But really, it's only a little drone. It's only a Mavic Mini, one of the first ones. It really struggles in the wind. But drone's landed on a little 14-foot boat, moving about at sea with quite a bit of wind. So that's a little challenge. At least you got some footage of the boat from the air. Well, I hope you're enjoying stuff anyway. So we still got some coffee. Right, microphones are charged up, so that's good. They seem to be working. I couldn't want for a better day. I couldn't want for a better day. It's been absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant on so many scores. Got the bass on the boat that I said I wanted to. Got a really, really, really good pollock, PB Pollock. So that was great. Tim came along, put me straight onto some whiting, big whiting. So got some of those on the boat. Headed back to St. Maur's. Had a lovely veggie pasty and coffee at lunchtime. Met my wife and Dee. Dee came out of kip on the boat. And then I come back out here and it's been calm enough to do the fishing for the thornback. So I don't know if you can see that, but we got a spider crab. There you go, little spider crab. Female spider crab there. Well, this year the thornback mark hasn't been very kind. I've been here about 2.5, 3 hours. I've put quite a lot of fresh bait out. Just had that one spider crab. Unfortunately, you know, that's just the way it goes. The anchor's held, the bait's going into the channel. This is where we got the fish last year, not this year. What a day, what a day. It really has been fantastic. I have so enjoyed myself. So, absolutely fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. I think it has been the best day of the adventure. But there's tomorrow, and that could be even better, who knows. So we've got tomorrow morning, then boat out. But that really has been fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So it's tight lines from me and a tail wag from Dee. I'm going to up the anchor, fetch the bait in, not in that order. I'm going to fetch the bait in, then take the anchor up. I'll see what I do tomorrow. Weather dependent. I'm going to come out early again. Definitely come out early because it's just so much nicer. Drop a few lures or something. That's enough blather from me. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.